Sometimes when I'm studying Prabhupada's life, I try to analyze what his thinking process is. What is he feeling? Where is his heart going? Because Prabhupada is our Acharya, and he's setting the example, the perfect example for us. So I want to tell you one thing that I've noticed about Prabhupada that I think is extremely important. In studying Prabhupada's life, one consistent thing that I've noticed is that Prabhupada was very attentive specifically to what it is that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta wanted. It was very, very razor sharp and clear about that. And so in Prabhupada's mission of spreading Krishna consciousness, in his strategies for spreading Krishna consciousness, is conceptualizing how it will be spread, how it will be organized, how it will move forward. You will see that the desire of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta is there very, very clearly. In book distribution, that was his desire, for sure. That was central, foremost in Prabhupada's life, because that was the order he got. If you ever get money, print books, and you should preach in English, and preaching means writing books. The forming of a GBC, the society working together cooperatively. Prabhupada tried, even with his godbrothers after he started ISKCON, that was always on his mind, getting his godbrothers to come join him. Obviously, it was always on his mind within ISKCON because he established it. The mission to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, that was Prabhupada's ambition. He was always thinking, where can we send more devotees? Where haven't we gone yet? What part of the world can we send them to? Always. Why? Because even before Bhaktisiddhanta, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that was his vision. Bhaktisiddhanta had that vision. Prabhupada had that vision. So much of what you see in Prabhupada, which you might think is his impetus or his enthusiasm or his attraction, it's actually Srila Bhaktisiddhanta's, Srila Prabhupada totally in tune with what it is that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was trying to accomplish through the Gaudiya Math, and what Gaudiya Math couldn't accomplish, then Prabhupada continued. Exactly. The diorama exhibition, the Bhaktisiddhanta had diorama exhibitions that would travel. And so Prabhupada wanted dioramas in every center in ISKCON. And you would think, that idea of diorama, like where did that come from and why would Prabhupada want that and why did he think that was important? Because he's observing. This is a strategy that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta used. So he's observing it, he's noting it. This is what he did, this is what he said, this was his strategy, and Prabhupada just followed it. So what do we learn from that? We learn that to very closely observe what is in the heart of Srila Prabhupada, what he wants, what he's teaching, what he wants. Not what we think he wants, and not what we would like him to want, not what we want and we make him want. No. Prabhupada was never like that. It was totally a clean slate, objectively looking, whether I like it or not, whether it's good or bad. This is what he said, this is what he did, this is what he wants. Now, one mistake that's often made is Prabhupada will say something, and devotee will push this point. Look at what Prabhupada said. But you have to also look at what Prabhupada did in relation to what he said. Did he do exactly what he said, like what you think he said we should do? Did he ever do that? And in some cases, the answer is no, he never did that. So then one would naturally think, okay, I must misunderstand, or the application, now is not the right time and place for the application because Prabhupada never did it. So we have to understand what's going on in his mind and heart. There was this time when Prabhupada needed to tie a microphone to a mic stand because it was broken, and he asked a devotee to give him his Brahman thread. It's like, oh. And he tied up the mic with his Brahman thread. And just think, then we think, well, what is going on in Prabhupada's heart? And Prabhupada is thinking, these people have to hear the message, and we need the microphone tied up. And that hearing the message is more important than, don't take off your Brahman thread, and obviously don't use your Brahman thread as a tool to tie something up. So when we see these things, we have to think, okay, what is Prabhupada thinking? What is he feeling? That is our duty, to understand the heart, the mood, the mission of Srila Prabhupada and of our spiritual master. Hare Krishna.